Fala galera, it, it's me, Ribeiro, aka Jill. Uh, I'm just doing for the that provide in English because some people asked for it. I mean, no one did, but I wanted to share my thoughts anyways, and like doesn't really matter that much. Okay, so I made top 16 at the TeamYCS in São Paulo. Literally, I made like 16, like after Swiss, but like doesn't matter. It all matters that I'm in top 16. Uh, my team was Unchained as player A, me as player B with RIkka Sunavalon, and player C was Infernal Knight. Uh, we didn't do any metagame on about like the team members. Just like I'm B because I'm better, you know. Uh, also shout outs to people, but anyways, I was supposed to say something. Give a sec. It doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm ready. House 16 was like the best part. It was Kamagawa's boxing academy. So yeah, 3 loci. It's like circular but normal monster. It's insane. One of these shit. It's like the deck list is kind of standard, but kind of not. One thing, I drew him like 5 times, but didn't really matter any of the times. I think I still won, I still would have lost, even if I didn't draw it. To learn fires, I'm playing the second learn fire because I want to play 45, so I can always draw a plant and access to plant engine. I could either play 3 battle or 2 lone fire, but like it's better to have like lone fire loci or lone fire like battle than have like double battle. Also, I having to make so if I ever draw the one off, Therion, like the double adjustment combo still works. It's like it just sucks a bit more to do because I need to use my third dress. Also, the second soy. One thing that people don't talk about is like about the sewing is like the evocation of this deck. Well, you could play one, but it's very funny to like do normal loci effect, normal loci make dries effect, and like the fans go, well, does it have the soy? And now he doesn't. Or like if it has like the imperm dryas, which arguably is wrong. If you have only one hand trap, maybe, and like in game one, if you don't know if they're running Therions or not, and you just like punish them, it's like pretty good. Also, it's good on the grind, even by like for summoning loci from deck. For the Rick stuff, only 2 pedal, 3 like is way too much, even in 45. That's why the second lone fire. I've never missed like a third for like a loci search or a spider orchid search, which is inside. 3 princes. I've played 2 before, but I think it's wrong. It's like it's a very good extender. It's a very good card to hard draw. It doesn't even suck to draw in multiples sometimes. One Prima, she sucks to draw, but whatever. Like if you draw it, you draw it. That's fine. 2 Modern, standard. 2 is enough. 3 is too much. 1 not up is enough because you have Dance Fion to module, and you can add it back with Triana for the spells. 3 Concon, but I think this should have been 2. It's not like, oh, I break down Concons or anything. It's just that game 1, I never got Drolled or Nib or like any high impact hand trap because it isn't a draw Nib format. It's like, oh, there's Manadium. You just like you take the game 1L, like whatever. Like no one plays that dog shit. It does suck to lose too. Yeah, it does, but whatever. But I didn't brick on it, but maybe I should have played too. Never missed the third, like in the actual gameplay. I didn't grind too much. But yep, this probably should have been two. And probably I wouldn't have played second Lone Fire. I would go back to 43 then. Even if it means like drawing the bad part of the Terran stuff like more times. 3 glamour, 1 sheet, there's isn't much like going around this. You have to play 3, you have to play the 1 trap. Sucks to draw guy second, but whatever. Even like, depending on the matchup, you still keep this. Because you break the bar, then like, oh, my field spell does mostly nothing. I decided to play the Terran engine because there isn't too many draws in format. So game 1 you can like most time to just go through, but sometimes like people just like, oh, I'll ash the field spell, oh, I'll ash the lead borrow, like why just ash sowing? There's no reason like this. Like if you have like evenly match, sure, but like game 1 there's no much reason to like ash this kind of stuff and just like side it out game 2. 3 die, card is insane. Maybe I could have played, I didn't play 1-for-1, but with Kashira falling off favor, maybe I could have played it, even though I'm not running that many monsters in this deck list. Like I will have like 6 staple statar monsters, and like Kashira isn't as favored in this format. I only play like 1 cash. But still, I didn't like test this list too much because I kind of forgot to, but whatever. Trash, it's very good this format. Ribeiro, like it's good against all of the decks in the format. Like it's a bit bad against like Manadium, but like whatever. That deck doesn't exist. Triveller, because it's a very good generic hand rep. It's always like good. Like it can suck against lab, but like, and it can get dodged by Unchained, but like you play the better habit game, and sometimes it works. Tribute of Moon, this card overperformed, I would say. I've never like was like, damn, this card sucks whenever I drew it. Like it was good against cash. The only time I activate book and it felt bad was against Branded Chimera because they had Cornfield, but I was losing that game anyways because my hand sucked. And like against cash, when I booked after Ashter, Shank, and Standby, I booked Fenrir. Tried to book the rise and they glanced it, but it's fine. This card was very good. Trick Cosmic, this may sound weird, but I had 18 cards in my side deck, and like I decided, yeah, those 18 cards are very good this format, and I need to have like 3 of 10 in my main deck. As my friend, yo, what the fuck do I main? And like he said, oh, main Cosmic, and it makes sense. It's good against the chain. It's good against lab. It's good against cash. It's good going first. It's good going second. So yeah, pretty good. And 3 impair, also very good against the chain because sometimes it's good for the 6 draw. It's very good against Caesar. I'm really happy with my deck building this format. Like I didn't like studied it well, but I felt like my staples were like on and deck builder were on point. For the extra deck, it's pretty much standard. It's Give me a sec. It's like the standard, there isn't much going around it. It's 3 dress, 2 healer and Thrasher, because sometimes you need to OTK, you need the pressure to OTK. Like, especially in the grind, if you like play RIkka and like for like 2 or 3 turns and you haven't won yet, and then you only then you get the local access, like having the pressure to just like kill them out of nowhere is pretty good. Dancefion, I don't think Dancefion is a panic button. In general, it's just she has like 2 main purposes. It has the panic button, but it has the combo lines where you need to module the levels, especially like under draw. If you open like Die, like Princess and a normal summon, like you don't. If you hit out of Dancefion, it's less bones, less you need less things to combo, but by using Paddle to dump, you can like make Strena and Bengal Lancer, and that's one of the motives that True Field Spell is very good. It's sometimes you mill it, so you can add it back to with Strena. It's a pretty good card. To Desmond, because you need 2 to combo. I hope Konami doesn't limit her or ban her. It's Mario. 1 Melias, 1 Mega Lancer, because the only good like generic plant monsters. I mean, they are in generic. Mega Lancer. Melias is like in engine, but Mega Lancer is like literally generic. And like there are no good plant link monsters, like link 3 or higher plant monsters. So, but they're fine. Choose Frena, you don't need third on the grand game. You never miss it. If you are at the point that you need the third Strena, you're losing, because this deck can grind, but not that much. And the 1 teardrop and 1 Hyperion third isn't like much to explain. It's just that in this format you can actually go for the Hyperion line more often, because no one's playing Dark Ruler, so like the Hyperion with like a spell underneath and like the teardrop like already on the board isn't that bad this format. So, but I still prefer to make Strena, the double Strena combo. But for the side deck, wait, where's that? Oh, that's here. Like for the side deck is like for respecting the matchups that that were actually dangerous, because like there's no like card blowouts in the main. Like it's Ash Veiler, Impermanence, both Cosmic. Like if I play against Infernoble or any hard combo decks, like I lose game 1, but I have accepted. I said, yeah, I'm going to lose game 1. Like if he's playing that deck, my opponent is playing that deck, he deserves to win game 1. But I'm still respecting them by putting 3 draw and 3 nib on my side. Nib performed really well when I set it in. It's very good against Unchained. If like Cash rotates out of the format, and like maybe some other decks that doesn't look as hard to need, because most people like game 1 at least they're doing the Rise Chain combo, but usually like you don't want to have this in me. 3 Bell, because I wanted to respect Labyrinth, even though I played against Zero Labs. I've sided in some matchups. It was a fine card. Like in hindsight, I still would have kept it, but I think it was a nice choice. Trively, very good against Unchained, very good against Lab, very good against Rescue Ace, and like some other random sheets, so pretty good. And one of the third two. uh, for the plant stuff, one rose whip and one spider orchid. This sucked. I wouldn't run it. In hindsight, shouldn't have run it because most of the decks play a good amount of staples. So, and since most of them are board breakers, are hand traps, especially game 2 because like they are sending out book and like other kind of stuff for nib draws and such. I didn't make her a single time. I saved her in most of the time. And like there aren't many board breakers, and most of decks don't rely on spells. Like against Unchained, this kind of sucks. Against Branded Chimera, it's like good. Against Slap, it's pretty good. But still, I don't think that this should have been here. This was good. I never searched it, but I did see it, but my opponent didn't draw any floodgates. It was fine. Like the only like real change I'd make is like cutting this for like bank or something. Not sure, but overall I'm happy with my results. I myself went 6-2. The playmat is kind of cool, kind of really cool, and I get to show to people that RIkka Sunavalon still is a deck. Many people like mixed up like battle with princess, so I was like people refuse to learn this deck, so I have to make them learn and show that RIkka is a deck outside of Europe. I hope this deck doesn't die, so I have the chance to pilot it in another big event. Maybe the next YCS in Brazil, or a YCS that is close enough for me to go. Maybe something like Chile or Argentina. I don't know. That's it.